I'll start by asking for any final reflections from the performance on Saturday.
I didn't think it was good enough, and of course we're going through a period where we're trying to change the identity of the club, and the players I felt have been great in taking that information in, but I think on Saturday forgot what we were asking of them, and I think the way we wanted to press, we didn't do that at all. And then I think once Middlesbrough put us under a bit of pressure, we retrieved really and played deeper, which I didn't want, which I understand as well. Of course I do. That's what they've been used to, but so there was a lot for me to reflect on, to speak to the players about and trying to improve that. And to be fair, the difference today, before the Hull game, to the day before the Middlesbrough game, and the players and how they've taken the information in, there was a big difference. So that's a pleasing time for me. But we know it's a transition period for us in that. But I also understand that while we're trying to change that and change the mindset, we still need to pick up points. So I'm pleased the game's come round quite quickly for us, an opportunity for us to do that.
And we saw Ramel Donovan in the squad on Saturday as well, and your coaching staff down watching the 21s yesterday. Is it really important for you to get the youth more involved?
Yeah, and I think he was on the bench because he deserved to be. And that's, I said this before the Borough game, it's not because he's a 16-year-old. No, listen, you can't be sitting on the bench for Birmingham City if you don't deserve to. So he deserved it. Again, he done well. He was the best player on the pitch yesterday in the under-21 game. So there's a chance he might be on the bench again tomorrow. Of course, I need to be careful with him as well, because young players need guidance. But no, I've been delighted with him. Really impressed since he come in. So he'd be in the initial 22-man squad, which will arrive at the stadium tomorrow. But I just need to make a decision on whether he's on the bench.
It'll be your first game at St Andrews as gaffer tomorrow night as well. The capacity just been announced will be increased to 23,500. How much are you looking forward to stepping out in front of the home crowd for the first time?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think there's moments in a career of a player or a manager, and always your first home game is a big moment, one which you remember. So I'm looking forward to it. Your family will come down. I know the owners are coming in to the game as well, and big occasion, but ultimately it only becomes a enjoyable occasion if you win the game. So my focus is on that and nothing else around it. And then after the game, if we get 3 points, it'll make it a more memorable day for me.
Of course, you'll be coming up against Liam Rosenior, who you'll know well from your time together at Derby. What are you expecting to see from his Hull City side? Yeah,
Liam's very similar to myself in terms of identity of how he wants to play. They've changed actually a little bit of late, playing really the way I play, which that's goalkeeper being brave and taking the ball, defenders being comfortable on the ball, full-backs getting high and wide. So very similar to where I want to get to with the team here. But of late he has changed a little bit, playing very similar to the way Brighton play. So that's one for us to be ready to recognise early on, to see which style of playing. But Liam's a fantastic coach. He was a massive help to me at Derby County, a great friend, and obviously wish him all the best in his career. I think he's doing a fantastic job. But of course, tomorrow, same as Saturday, whether it's a friend or not, you want to beat them. So it'd be good to see him after the game. But ultimately, we want to beat each other.
It's only been a few days since Borough as well, but you get the sense from the lads that they're really itching to get back out there. How keen are they to go and fight for a result?
I hope they are. Yeah, of course. It was, as I said, I was a bit frustrated after the game on Saturday, but I get it, I understand it. There's a different mindset, different mentality with the ball especially, I think. Without the ball, I think the really good, honest group of lads, and a bit of guidance of what I want. Without the ball, it's not not huge change, just doing it higher up the pitch. And then, but with the ball, it's a clear change of mindset and mentality to how I want to play. So the lads have been great in taking the information in, much better over the last couple of days in doing that on the training pitch. And now the challenge is to go and do it on the pitch in a match day.
In terms of injury news, you mentioned last week that Ethan Laird was back on the training field. Will he be in contention for tomorrow?
No, not for tomorrow. Ethan and George have trained today with the team. The other lads who are injured will all be after the international break. So, of course, we need to build the fitness up. With the two of them, they're both very quick players. So we need to make sure they're right and ready before they come and play. It'd be a push to get, I think George is probably a little bit behind still, Ethan. It'd be a push to get Ethan involved on Saturday, but there's a slight chance that he might be. So, but we need to be cautious as well because, as I said, the injuries they've had, if they reoccur, then it won't be good for them.
And finally, tomorrow, St Andrews will pay tribute to the great Sir Bobby Charlton. You spoke about his passing over the weekend, but how important is it that the footballing world remembers him and celebrates his life properly? Yeah,
he's a great, and that's without the football side of things. He's a great man, great person, and someone who, you know, the conversations I had with him, the guidance at times to help, he gave was first class, and then you look at his footballing career, won everything. World Cup was something obviously I tried to do and didn't manage to do, and but then you look at what happened in '58 in Munich, and to then go on to win the European Cup in '68. Was really an iconic moment, I believe, in football, certainly in England, and sad day when the news broke on Saturday afternoon. But he'll never be forgotten. He'll be remembered.
Gaffer, thank you very much.